So there's a characteristic that marks a seeker of truth, and that is seriousness. Because without it, there is no seeker of truth. You see, wherever you look, wherever you're observing, you're seeing the same thing altogether, and that is baits to make you distract. Just that. For those who have this calling for awakening in their hearts, it is very simple. It sums up to awakening or continue distraction. It is as simple as that. And when this desire for freedom is there, it is important that you honor this desire and you do everything in your power into that direction, because having the desire for freedom is a blessing already, and blessings have to be honored, or else they disappear. Why am I saying this? You see, there's a lot of time which is wasted and wasted and wasted and wasted. The majority of time is just wasting it. And at all moments, whatever you're presented with, that is distracting you from stillness, you have to ask the question again and again, as long as it's not clear. Are you here for freedom or to enjoy, to improve and enjoy the illusion? This question should be there all the time, except in stillness. But as you have to move from stillness, you should ask yourself, before engaging, am I here for freedom's sake or to enjoy illusion, to enjoy the dream? Without these clear-cut assertions, you will not go far. Because remember, as I spoke in the previous satsang, there will be times, hopefully, where fragility will arise. And in that fragility, you tend to be more, I don't remember the word in English, but you tend to give in more. And you take it as some sort of compassion towards yourself. But is it keeping yourself in delusion something compassion? Is it compassion towards yourself? Because if you're keeping yourself more time in delusion, you will suffer more. So is this supposed compassion to make you leave this fragility state, this fragile state? Is that really compassion? That which will secure more suffering in the long run, is that really compassion? Oh, I'm suffering, so let me stop this suffering. Is stopping that suffering compassion really? No, that is not compassion. So there's a lot of ways to look at this. As you assert yourself I'm here for freedom only. Whenever there's something to engage in that you're having doubts, well, ask the question, will this help my spiritual evolution, the process of freedom? Is this why I want to engage? Or is this just for distraction purpose, to enjoy the dream more? Because there's a lot of time involved into to arrive to the point that you become conscious, aware that there is freedom and that it is attainable, whatever that means. A lot of time was involved in that. And if you're not aligned completely with the quest for freedom, if you still allow yourself indulgences, believe me, there's a lot of time being wasted, a lot of precious time. And if you're not honoring the call in your heart for freedom and allowing yourself these distractions, these periods that you remain distracted, they are big. And time flies when you're distracted. It really flies. And you needed it all. So when you start feeling fragile, it is more difficult. You waste a lot of times willfully, willingly. Maybe this word is not correct, but okay. With your agreement, just because you want to enjoy and have fun. But if you're holding on to this, I'm here for freedom only, not to enjoy the dream, then doing this willingly will not be that easy. So it will be more easy if it happens when you're feeling fragile. So this is where you must be more attentive. Because when you're fragile, you tend to be more compassionate, what you call compassion. And that has nothing to do with compassion. If it is preserving the dream, it is preserving suffering, ignorance. So where is the compassion? So in these moments, it is easier to give in. And as you give in, they will be used against you continuously. And it is in those moments where there's a part of it that wants to, oh, just a little bit, or this is where you have to hold your grounds and ask yourself, am I here for freedom or to enjoy the dream? Because time flies. And if you have this calling in your heart, if you're doing the wrong choices, if you're betting against this calling, that will have a big price. Because if it is an aspiration from your heart, the deception will be very big, very hard to very hard to take. Very heavy burden. Time is very precious and it flies when you're distracted. Sometimes you lose days, weeks, months, even years. And for you, for the one who has this calling for freedom, there is nothing else to do, literally nothing else to do.